What's up guys, it's Tommy here and I'm back with a brand new Liverpool news update video, and the main topic today is that Liverpool are making their first steps in the process of signing Michael Olise. When Liverpool want to sign a world-class player, you need to lay the groundwork down 6 to 12 months before this transfer happens, and he could be the long-term heir to Mo Salah, the king of Anfield, the king of Egypt's throne at Liverpool. So let me know, do you think Liverpool should sign Michael Olise to be the long-term replacement for Mo Salah? I'm talking probably in 2 years' time, Olise could take over as Liverpool's main right winger. But what Liverpool would like to do is sign Olise before Salah leaves Liverpool, so Olise and Salah can play together and train together, and Olise can learn from the world-class Salah, which I think would make him even better. He's already a world-class player, and we will take a look at his numbers and how he would fit into Liverpool, and also all the latest reports linking Michael Olise with a Liverpool transfer in the near future. And Olise is on a relatively low contract. He signed last summer he signed for Bayern Munich from Crystal Palace, and he had a brilliant season. In his first season he was one of Bayern's best players and they won the Bundesliga as well, but his contract is not very high at the moment, and Bayern of course want to tie him down to a new contract, but we have seen that sometimes players choose Liverpool instead of Bayern Munich. Florian Wirtz rings a bell, that story. So a football expert and a chief correspondent at the newspaper, Graham Bailey, has exclusively revealed that sources state that Liverpool feel it is possible to sign Michael Olise, and they are keeping an eye on Morgan Rogers of Aston Villa as well for the left wing. So these are the two players that Liverpool are targeting. You are hearing it maybe here first, that these are the two players that Liverpool are looking at. So Morgan Rogers and Michael Olise. So Graham Bailey said, so firstly, Rogers and Olise won't be leaving in January, but Liverpool are very much aware of both players because they like them both, and then again, there isn't a major club in Europe who doesn't, but Liverpool have a realistic chance of getting them because of their stature and because of the very shrewd financial and business planning that has happened at Liverpool for the last 10 years. And alongside, in terms of Olise, with the likes of Desiree Doué and Bradley Barcola, there are a few more highly rated young wingers in the world, but Olise is definitely top of Liverpool's transfer wish list right now. Olise looks a different class at the moment. He really has taken a huge leap since moving to Bayern Munich. It would take some huge money to get him. I don't see him being available next summer, but never say never. When you are at a club who can attract players like Alexander Isak and Florian Wirtz in one window, then really nobody is beyond your reach at Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool dropped £250 million in total almost on two players, Isak and Florian Wirtz, and we also dropped £417 million on all of our transfers in one summer transfer window. Seriously, when did you believe that there would be at any point Liverpool would spend more than £400 million in one transfer? I think our record previously was like 280, 300 million maximum, but 400 is absolutely ridiculous. That's more than what some Premier League clubs are worth in the Premier League. So that's absolutely crazy. I mean, Newcastle went for 350 million pounds, and of course they cost more now because of the qualifying for the Champions League twice in a row. But the Saudis bought Newcastle for just 350 a few years ago, and now Liverpool spent more than 400. Just to put that into context, how much money that is. And also, Graham Bailey is reporting that Liverpool were considering a move for Bradley Barcola because they were thinking if we can't sign Alexander Isak, we need another striker or another forward, and Bradley Barcola would have been that player. But thankfully, in the end, Alexander Isak came to Liverpool on deadline day. And of course, Liverpool, want to prioritize the development of the fantastic, talented, but fiercely young Rio Ngumoa, who just turned 17 years old. It's absolutely crazy. But he already scored a last-minute Premier League winner against Newcastle as a 16-year-old, becoming just the second 16-year-old to do that after Wayne Rooney. Absolutely brilliant. And Liverpool are reportedly devising a contingency plan for when Salah actually leaves Liverpool, probably in 2 years' time. and the report suggested that Olise is at the top of Liverpool's shortlist to replace Salah, as I said. And of course, Liverpool don't want to sign a winger to block the pathway of Rio Ngomoa to the first team. So we want to keep that slot open for Ngomoa to get enough playing time so he can grow and develop, because Liverpool seriously believe that Ngomoa could become a regular starter in 2 seasons, and maybe even next season Ngomoa could already start some Premier League games. This season I don't think he's ready for that yet, but he can come on for 15, 20, 30 minutes and terrorize defenses, and maybe he can start 1 or 2 games against lesser teams if Liverpool face an injury crisis. So the development of Rio Ngomoa is very important to Liverpool, and also it's important to give these young players chances, because they could become huge talents who save a lot of money for Liverpool. I mean, Trent Alexander-Arnold is the best example, but also we gave chances to Curtis Jones, to Harvey Elliott, and they both developed into fantastic players. Maybe not world class, but a level below world class. And Curtis Jones is worth like 50 million, Harvey Elliott is worth like 35 million, something like that. Morgan Rogers is another Liverpool target, by the way. Maybe I will make a separate video on him, but I just wanted to mention it because this report mentioned Morgan Rogers as well, and he's also another homegrown prospect that has been linked to Liverpool. Graham Bailey also received information regarding the potential deal, and he has revealed that the strong interest from Chelsea would of course make this deal a little bit difficult to conclude. But Graham Bailey said, on Morgan Rogers, there is so much interest in him. He's in huge demand, but Chelsea love him. Joe Shields, the guy who discovered Morgan Rogers at Man City, he's one of the main men at Stamford Bridge now. So it will be hard to beat him to the signature, because there is a previous emotional connection there as well between the Chelsea man and Morgan Rogers. And according to the Court Offside news outlet, Liverpool are confident of signing Mark Gay on a free transfer next summer. Mark Gay scored in England's 4-0 win against Serbia, which was fantastic. And also he scored for Crystal Palace's last game before, of course, his failed transfer to Liverpool. And the Court Offside report also corroborates this, that Liverpool are looking at signing Michael Olise. Of course, he could be costing more than 100 million as well, because he's a fantastic winger. We will show you guys, I will tell you guys his stats for the last 2 seasons. But Olise had a fantastic start this season with 4 goals in 4 games for Bayern Munich, and he scored in the international break for France as well. And now look at Michael Olise, he scored 10 goals and got 6 assists for Crystal Palace in just 19 games. He was injured for a large period of the season in the 23-24 season, but then he played a full season for Bayern Munich, getting 17 goals and 18 assists. So that's 35 goal contributions in 50 games, which is sensational. And this season he already has 7 goals and 2 assists in 9 games, which is fantastic. And he scored in France's 2-0 win against Ukraine, and he gave the ball away against Iceland, where Iceland scored the 1-0, but then France turned it around to win 2-1 at home at the Parc des Princes Stadium. And Konate also conceded the goal, but that goal was ruled out because apparently Konate was fouled in the league build-up, but that was a contentious, controversial decision. So I think that maybe wasn't necessarily a foul. The bottom line is Olise is a fantastic player. In the Bundesliga he also got 12 goals and 15 assists, which has been his best season ever. And in the Bundesliga he created the most chances in the whole league in terms of attacking midfielders. He also was in the top 8% for dribbles attempted, and he was top of touches per game, 81 touches per 90 minutes. He also was in the top 14% when it comes to touches in opposition boxes, and he won possession 4 times per game, which was sensational, as also top 25% when you compared him to attacking midfielders. He also scored 0.46 goals, so he gets 1 goal almost every 2 games. And he also shoots 3.3 times per game, where he's in the top 20% in that metric as well. And he's a left-footed inverted right winger. He operates in pretty much the same spaces as Salah, and Olise's top flight experience in the Bundesliga, in the Premier League, makes him the perfect Salah replacement. And Olise's numbers are very encouraging. His shooting accuracy has got incrementally better as he continues to hone his craft. From 58% in the Premier League season with Crystal Palace, he improved to 62% in the Bundesliga. His shot conversion rate went down a little bit from 17 to 14%. And Olise attempted 219 one-on-one duels last season, in 23-24 season, which is sensational. And last season he attempted 328, which was 16 more than Mo Salah, and that's again sensational. And Olise was actually more successful in the attempted duels than Salah, because Olise successfully won 184 duels compared to Salah's only 127. So Olise won more duels than Salah, which is absolutely sensational. And the big transfer fee won't put Liverpool off really, because they really want a player like Michael Olise, who is creative, who is playing on the front foot, who can take people on. He can score free kicks, he can score from long range, close range, he can dribble past people, he can run, he can attack and defend as well. And he takes on players, and also he created more big chances than any other player in the top 5 leagues since the start of last season. 32 big chances created for his teammates, absolutely sensational. But of course, that means that he would cost a huge amount of money. The bottom line is Liverpool want him, and Bayern Munich are now frantically trying to tie him down to a new contract. But I think Liverpool can get him at a reasonable price, maybe 100 to 120, 25 million would get Michael Olise. Depends on, of course, who Liverpool can sell. But so far, Liverpool are absolutely nailing the transfers. In the last 6 months, we have been sensational. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. Finally, the international break is over. I will upload when I can finish editing the Hungary-Portugal game, because I was at the match and I vlogged it, so I will upload that as soon as I finish editing it. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bring on Burnley on Saturday. I can't wait to watch that. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.